guys? James Carter TV here to give my 4th NFL mock draft. The real NFL draft is just a bit over 2 weeks away, so it is approaching finally. Today is the scheduled release, and I'm slightly excited for that, which is absolutely preposterous because it's a scheduled release, and yet here I am excited for it. But first, my mock draft release. All the pro days are done, and now I'm here to do a 2-round mock draft. These are very difficult, I mean, for me at least, because I overthink everything. And just because a team has a need doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to feel that need. So you have to say, what are they going to do? What do they have a history of doing? And will they do it again? And that's what you have to do when making these mock drafts, and that's what I have done here. So, here's my mock draft. And in this video, I'll only talk about the big stuff. If you want the full 2-round mock draft, go down to the description box. It's all there, and I'm sure you're going to have complaints, comments, and concerns. So if you do, comment them to me, and we'll have a discussion, and we'll talk it up like real folk. Okay? So, with that said, now let's get into the big stuff. So, 2-round mock draft. I have stuck with the Texans getting Blake Bortles throughout this entire period. And honestly, at the end of the day, I actually believe that that's still going to happen. But I think they're going to trade down. I'm not sure if who they're going to trade with. And that's why I don't have it mocked. I don't know who they're going to trade down with. But I think someone is going to trade up, and the Texans are going to end up with Blake Bortles. That's what I believe. Now, that remains to be seen if that's what's going to happen. But right now, I have the Texans getting Jadeveon and Clowney themselves, and with the #1 overall pick. And, you know, this is something, though, I'm still very iffy on this. You know, I think ultimately they're going to try to trade down to, let's say, Oakland, and then take Blake Bortles at #5. But that's what I believe. But for now, I'll have Jadeveon and Clowney going to the Houston Texans because they can't trade out of that pick. And if they can't trade out of it, they're going to take Clowney. So right now, I have them taking Clowney. #2 overall is where things get really interesting. I have a projected trade, a big projected trade if this were to happen in real life. And that is the Minnesota Vikings going all the way from #8 to #2. And drafting Blake Bortles out of UCF. I believe Blake Bortles will be the first quarterback taken in this draft. I don't think it's going to be even close. And I also believe that Blake Bortles will go top 5. Whether or not he goes 1 through 5, I don't know. He could last all the way to #5, and Oakland will either take him or they will trade down for someone who will take him. I think that's just it. And maybe Blake Bortles gets down to 7. That's the very least. And if he gets down there, I think the Buccaneers take him. I think the Buccaneers are ready to move on with the quarterback. And you're going to see that in this mock draft. I have them taking Carr out of Fresno State. I think they're ready to take a quarterback, and I would be shocked out of my mind if Blake Bortles made it past Tampa Bay. So he's being the first quarterback taken. Boom. That's it. And that is if, actually, hold on. I will add a disclaimer. I fully believe that the Cleveland Browns are going to take a quarterback with the first pick. I have kind of moved back and forth on that, but the more I think about it, hey, these guys got rid of Brandon Weeden. They said, get out. They said, hey, Jason Campbell, get out. And you hear Jerry Haslam, all that he's been talking. I think he wants to get his guy in the first round no matter what. And if they want Derek Carr, they're going to take him with the #4 overall pick, or they're going to trade down and take him. And I have them trading down and taking Johnny Manziel. I think they want Johnny Manziel. Remember, after the season, we heard all the Browns love Johnny Manziel. And then we heard, no, they don't love Johnny Manziel, they love Derek Carr. No, they love Johnny Manziel, and I think that's it. And my source for this, my great, magnificent, fantastic source for this information is none other than Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon, a wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns, went on first take. Okay, and he divulged way too much information, in my opinion. He was on first take. He was saying that, the Cleveland Browns front office sat him down at dinner and asked him what he thought about each quarterback, and he said he loved Johnny Manziel, and that he is convinced that they're going to take a quarterback at #4. He's been convinced about the whole entire draft process. Now, I don't know why he's blabbering. Maybe this is smoke. Maybe he's in on this smoke, but I think he's an idiot, and I think I'm going to go with this idiot's opinion. I think they trade down to #10, and I think they take Johnny Manziel, but they may stay at #4, and they may take Johnny Manziel. But I think the Lions really want to trade up to get Sammy Watkins, so in this mock draft, they do. And I think that's what's ultimately going to happen on draft days, that they will trade up and get Sammy Watkins. I don't think any of it is smoke. There's no reason for them to smoke and lie about them wanting Sammy Watkins, because who else would they want? I mean, do they want a corner? They should still have faith in Darius Slay and in Bill Bentley, okay, who they drafted a couple years ago. They drafted Darius Slay last year, and they still have Chris Houston, who I'm not a big fan of, but I'm sure they have to be a big fan of. So there you go, 3 corners, that's it. They're not taking a corner. They could take a pass rusher, but you just took one last year in Ezekiel Ansah. They want a wide receiver by the name of Sammy Watkins. I think they trade up and they get him. Other interesting stuff, Raiders take Mike Evans, this is just what the Raiders are going to do. They're going to come out and they're going to get Mike Evans, I think. Or they're going to do something crazy. They're crazy. They're the Raiders. They're going to take Mike Evans or a quarterback because Sammy Watkins will not be there. If only Sammy Watkins was there. If only Sammy Watkins was there, then maybe the Raiders could take make a good football decision and get a good player in the draft. But he won't be there, so they're going to do something crazy. And I think that crazy thing is going to be getting Mike Evans out of Texas A&M, who I am a big fan of, but not big enough to be the number 5 overall pick, in my opinion. So, there's that. Like I said, Buccaneers take a quarterback, take Derek Carr. Offensive coordinator has some back history with Derek Carr. If you talk to Derek Carr, you're going to love Derek Carr. I'll be shocked if Derek Carr makes it out of the top 10. To be quite honest, I'll be shocked. I think he's going top 10. I think teams are falling in love with him as they should. They're going to fall in love with his off the field and on the field personality. He's great. He's great. And I knew this after the season. I knew this when I watched the Mountain West bowl game, or championship game, not bowl game, championship game, and I saw this guy just leading his man, and not faking it either. You know when some leaders fake, as if they're a good leader? No. This guy's the leader, and there's no question or doubt about that. This guy can lead men to the battlefield and bring you home a victory, and I know teams are going to fall in with that. I know Lovie Smith is going to fall in love with that, and he is going to draft a quarterback he never got to draft in Chicago. So, other interesting stuff, not really. I think that's, I think I'm pretty much in on it. The Titans again trade down and get Teddy Bridgewater. Titans are going to do one of two things. Draft Anthony Barr or draft Teddy Bridgewater. That's it. That's it. Everything else is not going to happen. That's my opinion. I believe that opinion firmly, undoubtedly. And if those two aren't there, then that means that Mike Evans or Eric Ebron fell, and they'll take one of them too. It goes like this. This is their, thinking. It's either one or, I don't know who number 1 is. It's Barr or it's Bridgewater. So let's just say Barr, okay? Barr, Bridgewater, Ebron, Evans. That's their draft board. They're drafting one of those 4 players, or they're trading down, and that's it. They're not taking a corner. Everyone in the world wants to mock the Titans to take a corner. They're not taking one. And because no one knows that the Titans invested an early 3rd-round pick in a quarterback last year by the name of Bleedy Ray Wilson out of UConn. And this guy will start a corner. Everyone's saying, Burner left. Well, we have our replacement. We drafted him last year in the 3rd round. He goes by the name of Bleedy Ray Wilson. We have our slot corner. He goes by the name of Cody Setsball, who we drafted in the 4th round of 2012. We do not need a corner. So that's it. Stop mocking it. Okay? It's not going to happen. Sorry. That's it. Safety is not a need. Yeah, if I see safety, it's not a need. Offensive tackle, they're not taking one. They're not. So it's one of those 4 players. That's it. Or they're trading down. And that's it. And then C.J. Mosley, then, it becomes a possibility, but that's it. So, there's that. Anything else really interesting? Oh, yeah, 2nd round. There's going to be some stuff. First of all, I have the Texans taking quarterback Tom Savage. And this is the thing. I cannot believe, and I really should make an entire rant video, but no one will care. So I'll rant now. Tom Savage stinks. He stinks, and I don't know why his stock is rising. He stinks. And the only thing you can say about this guy, and there's nothing really, is that he has a potential to become great. So who cares? Take Logan Thomas. I would rather take Logan Thomas than I would take Tom Savage. Because we like to excuse Tom Savage because he had a poor offensive line. I don't care. If I'm going to draft someone in the 2nd round, I need to make sure this guy is good. I would not take Tom Savage until the 5th round. He is no different to me than Logan Thomas. No different to me than Taj Boyd. Just because he has the size and arm strength and, that's just because of that, his potential. Look at Logan Thomas. This guy's a freaking beast. He's a tight end. Take him then. I don't understand the love for Tom Savage, and I never will, but his stock is rising through the roof. He was invited to the draft, and I think the Texans are going to take him. If someone's taking him in the 2nd round, it's going to be a monstrosity, or someone won't. Because remember, Ryan Nassib was supposed to be a Buffalo Bill in the 1st round. This guy's a New York Giant who was selected in the 4th round. And this is why we love the NFL draft, because it's crazy, and you never know. This could be complete and utter junk that we're hearing about Tom Savage, but I have to believe it for the time being. Now, Anything else? Jaguars take Garoppolo. Good for them. Not really. I don't think he's gonna do anything, but okay. I think that's about it. Okay, so any comments, questions, concerns, hit me up in the comments. We'll talk it up like real folk. James Carter TV. I'm out. Peace.